When I look at all the people in this room right now, I don't just see individuals. I see the solution. I see power, and I see change led by the future. This past week, we witnessed history with the Cubs winning the World Series, and the subsequent day, the 7th largest world gathering occurred in Chicago. 5 million people in one location, all moving, jumping, and stomping their feet in praise for their team, all while generating energy that is wasted. Touchlight Innovations has a solution that harvests all this energy and makes you the solution. In the first hour alone in this historic celebration, the fans could have generated enough power to keep the city of Chicago powered for a third of a month conservatively. Introducing the Power Pad, a low-profile device that sits underneath the floor, never to be seen or felt, and generates electricity through impact on its surface, generating 10 watt-minutes of power, which with 60 steps can power a light bulb for an hour and save you urban commercial building owners $80,000 a year and increase your property value. The Power Pad comes from humble beginnings when I was walking through my high school hallway reading about how an elevator's motion can generate electricity. By tying the motion of electricity to an elevator and people's movement, I took my now 6 years of materials optimization experience and developed the Power Pad in 2013. Since then, the Power Pad has been tested in a high school and in a Knicks game. Today, product development is finishing, and with the continued support we are getting across the US, we will be able to be at production level by December, with production runs in April. With high demand, our first full install is being finalized for June of next year at 2 locations on University of Illinois campus, and by the end of next year, we will be able to start bringing the Power Pad to you and putting the power back at your feet again. We are leading this industry and the best option for urban facility owners to save money in this market and help the environment at the same time. Based on data collected from NREL on solar and wind power, Touchlight offers a payback period much better and power savings more annually in urban locations. We currently live in a subscription economy, so we are changing with the times. By introducing the Power Share plan, a flat rate fee model that charges based on your estimated yearly savings. By using a lease model, we also offer an included maintenance contract with options to upgrade to new versions. Customers like Navy Pier are excited about the Power Pad because we're locking in our yearly profits and keeping more savings in our customers' pockets. We create real value for our commercial building owners by delivering real savings, a fast path to renewable power, customer interaction with the Power Pad, and the vehicle to educate their customers, which builds their sustainable and innovative image. The Power Pad is a unique device that allows people to come all over together and create power at a personal level, allowing them to learn, save, and change the future. My name is Swarnav Pujari with Touchlight Innovations, and I leave you with one last thing. Change is inevitable. So I invite you all to step into the future. Thank you.
And I promise that was not turned on before I stepped on it. I saw. Judges.
What is the thickness of the Power Pad? Because that box, if you had to put that on a walkway, that would take up an awful lot of space.
So in actuality, the device is a capsule, which is 6 inches deep and 5.5 inches in diameter. What you're seeing here is a quickly made market prototype, which demonstrates. So it would sit inside the floor, flush with it wouldn't hurt your architectural design, and it's a floating floor design. So it's easy to lift up the floor at any point in time should you want to upgrade to a newer version of it as well.
So it's a basic light in the floor.
You can light the floor if that's what you desired. However, what we do is we run it back into the grid for your commercial building location. Most places have reverse metering, so we act like the solar panel, but now we're using wherever people are.
Per single tile, how much power do you generate?
Depends on how many people walk on it over time. However, a single step in a moderate to heavy traffic location is 10 watt-minutes.
Okay, and I'm assuming that's a DC?
It's AC and grid ready coming out of the device.
So you have an inverter converter in that box?
Correct.
Okay.
In this case, it's lighting up a light, so obviously we don't need a grid tie inverter here. So.
Okay.
Just a couple questions. So that goes under, let's say, flooring material. You can use any type of flooring material and get the same results.
Correct.
So this is good for new construction.
Yes. You can
Okay.
use it in both new construction and do a retrofit as well.
Second thing, any type of investment like this, there's a period of where you get a payback for what you put in. How's yours compared to some other things out there?
We're 3 to 5 years in a payback. Annually, you're estimated to save about $80,000 a year for a 19,000 square foot facility with 480 people walking through it daily on average. So it's very low. It's better than solar, which is 10 to 20 years in urban, and wind power obviously won't work in an urban location. So we are by far the best option.
Have you done a life cycle analysis comparing the energy requirements to build and maintain this?
So you're asking about durability of the device?
Durability plus how much energy does it take to make it and maintain it versus how much energy it creates?
Of course.
And also what happens when it's no longer useful? Is it recyclable? Or?
Of course. So yes, it is recyclable. Right now we have a 1-year durability on the device. We're actively looking for other locations and research facilities so that we can get this up to 5 years. So the next 2-3 months we should be at 5 years once we're finished with our materials optimization testing. In terms of maintenance, I'm guessing your other question was, there's very low maintenance for this. Once it's in, you're never going to see it again. And should you need to rip it up and get it recycled, it's all, we send you a single capsule, you pop it in, and that's it. And it's a floating floor design, so it's easy to access.
Just quick follow-up question. Is this purely a step or also weight function? Which means the more you weight, because there are sensors that are also weight dependent on, it can generate voltage and current based on your weight. So
Of course.
this is just a step or weight also?
Weight has a major factor in it. So if you put it on a highway per se, cars and trucks are significantly heavier than a human. So that is more energy that we can harvest, which means more power. However, from a human step, an average human being ranging from a 10-year-old all the way up to a larger 40-year-old man, we would still be able to generate the same constant 10 watt minutes, because what we're doing is storing that energy and spanning it out over time, because that's what makes power useful.
So this is that the idea is not necessarily new. There's been some work we've done some with soccer fields in Brazil to light up. So what makes your product different?
So you actually are working with our competitors, PaveGen. PaveGen costs about $700 a square foot from what I found out. On top of that, you guys generate 5 watts for 3 seconds. We're 10 watts for a minute, $20 a square foot, by far beating on that front. On top of that, we're able to integrate onto the floor to a point where you won't be able to see it. Our technology is patented and actively getting international protection as well in the next coming few months, actually.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I was hoping it was going to be better, so thank you for that.
I'm still available for investment.
So what's exactly is patentable on your end?
So the technology, which is right here, this is what I had invented in high school. Effectively, what you can tell is this is a printed circuit board, effectively. If you've heard of piezoelectric generators, effectively crystalline structure, you apply force to it, generates electricity. This is an uber-optimized version of it. We call it PIG, P-I-C-G, piezoinductive coupled generator. It's the first of its kind. So the technology is patented, fabrication process, no one's been able to reverse engineer yet.
Very good, Swarnav. Thank you very, very much. Great.